revealing. You have been using all kinds of mediums. I've seen in your work different styles, different means of expression, but I have the impression that each time you want to refer to a political meaning, you lose this kind of girly and childish, let's say, element that one may find in your work.
I think that it is a very serious matter sometimes, and humor has no place in such comment. Sometimes I do lose my humor, my sense of humor, when reading things that make me upset. Sometimes I get angry, sometimes I get confused. I just can't get some things I can't understand.
And this leads you to use the computer prints like the one you used today?
Yes, I am just proposing another end of a story. Some subjects, and usually the political subjects, I feel that I have to use a very simply mean to express myself, such as digital prints, or I'm changing an image that I find, because I have to be direct. My comment has to be direct. So when you use a photograph that is black and white, it is more direct. When you make a little statue with colors and it's three-dimensional, I think it is more playful.
You have been dealing with subjects, with news that are, let's say, international, global news. Whenever you touch a news which is related to the Greek actuality, it would be a case study for one to extrapolate it into a global situation.
I prefer to expand it because I think that all these examples that maybe are only about Greece or about another country can be viewed more generally, and I think that it's better to speak in a more general sense, because maybe this example of what's happening in Greece, or I don't know where else, can be seen globally, because the problems are almost the same everywhere.
Work is always very laborious. You never present something that appears to be very quickly made, and it always have a kind of finishing that is unusual for the rest of the works in the emergency room.
I have to make opinions and decisions very fast, and that is very problematic for me. It makes me very nervous. But in my work, what I try to do is to present the things and maybe the aesthetic, present something else, something maybe found in the real life, like a ready-made, but not exactly ready-made. Create some tactics or aesthetics from the media or from other spaces, like, I don't know, like the military or the
so
advertisements.
This appropriation of different cliché aesthetics is your, let's say, personal style in your work, in your contemporary work.
And
are you afraid to escape this style when you work for the emergency?
If you compare them, you will find that my emergency projects are pretty, I don't know, out of this.
You mean that you already went out of this?
Yes, I think, yes.
Work presented up today to the emergency room is always very beautiful. You care about making something that is good looking. Why?
Something that's come from inside. I can't control it all the time. I don't believe that we can say that is beautiful and that is beautiful. It's the thing that always not the same for each person to see the things beautiful. I say beautiful some things, and for someone, some other, say it's not beautiful. If I'm thinking about the ugly things, even in this time it might be came out for me like it's something beautiful.
Tell me, you've been working with painting since the very beginning, and then suddenly you made a break.
Yes.
You started using video and other means of expression for the emergency room.
Yes, because it's very good.
And now you're back
to painting.
to painting. Why?
Because emergency room, first of all, gave me the opportunity to experiment with other mediums. It was very important for me. But I believe very much in painting, and I feel more free expressing myself by painting. And that also is another reason that I can't paint every day and make a new painting every day.
If we make another collaboration with some other artist, I will make another video.
You have been the ones who have been using since the very beginning a very stable format of expression. You have been working, delivering works that look like a personal journal. Did it really help you, this way of expressing your emergency state, or you have been trapped into this?
I believe that it gives me an identity, and it gives an identity to the message that I want to deliver, and I think it's very important to have a specific format, continuous statement about a case of emergency.
We'll see at the end if it works fine, this format I chose.
No clue up to now?
For the moment I'm very satisfied. But I like to keep this format until the end and then bind them together in a form of journal. That's the idea, and
You're happy about it?
I'm happy.
Have brought many works that are like this. It's a standard format. So, is that your personal emergency aesthetics?
There's no personal emergency aesthetic. It's something I've been experimenting since the first day. I'm using less and less colors. The colors I've been using are the basic of the subtractive model, the SMIC that is used for the SMIC model that is used for the typography. I have not been making a special palette. I'm just using the colors as I find it in the computer.
You have an obsession with the fonts. You always use...
Yeah, I always use one font. I think it's...
Last time I asked you about, you told me that you could write about 200 pages about the Helvetica fonts.
Not me. There are more pages written about these Helvetica fonts. They're written by specialists on typography. It doesn't carry any other message than being a letter that carries a message.